So I'm just gonna go through this and
Okay.
kind of we can talk about it,
Okay.
and then I'll take notes.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna record it on here too. Really, for this is just for me so that I can get a really good broad picture of the story. And then there's several parts where I want to key in a little bit, just hear you talk about it. So then when I'm filling in those sections, I can go back and have more information. Um, okay, so that's recorded.
I'll take notes too.
Cool. I liked the way that you started out with your parents. I thought that was kind of cool because it was unexpected for me
Yeah.
talking about the backstory. And I guess this starts out in St. Louis,
Actually,
right?
I believe Mississippi.
Okay, so it says Amira was visiting from St. Louis.
Right.
Okay, so she was visiting Mississippi.
Yeah, she met my dad in Mississippi. It's like they send me well, when I was little. My mom used to send me to St. Louis from L.A. to try to keep me out of trouble. So
Okay.
my mom's parent because my grandma passed away when my mom was little, and my granddad was killed when my mom was little.
Mm.
Trouble car accident. So she was basically raised by my mom, by my aunts and stuff in St. Louis. So they would send her to Mississippi with the rest of her family for the summer to try to same thing, keep her out of trouble. But
Didn't work.
well, she had me. So I don't know if it worked or not.
So maybe we should be glad for that. There's summers in Mississippi. So you tell the story of the way that you're conceived, and it's really it's kind of a cool little scene. I think it would be a good scene for the script too,
Maybe
with them in Mississippi.
walking
And
the
then
dirt roads to a little shack,
yeah, yeah,
hanging out on a little corner bar.
yeah. I think it would be a cool scene. Um, and then we kind of transition from that into your childhood. Um, Now, there's like a one brief sentence mention of, well, it's like a paragraph. It's about your mom getting a mysterious feeling in her stomach. She goes to the bathroom, throws up, not knowing that your dad was being killed.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much all you say about it. Is that something that you want to elaborate on for the story, or is that enough said?
I'll elaborate a little bit. Just I've grown to trust my instincts throughout my life, and I think maybe that's sort of probably inherited, probably from my mom. She used to tell me that when I was younger, I'd be out at the club or whatever, and I was a disc jockey, so I'd be hanging out late at night, sometimes probably someplace I should. And
Mm-hmm.
she used to tell me, hey, I had this feeling in my stomach that
Mm-hmm.
something was wrong or what have you. I think maybe she probably had the same type of feeling what was going on with my dad.
It's funny how those instincts can be very real,
Yeah,
even when you're separated at a distance from somebody.
that's true.
Um, it's weird. I think it's true though. I believe in that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Well,
I think
we
we're
all
much
have a
more.
spirit in us.
I think we're much more connected than we think we are, or than we like to think we are.
I like to think that God reveals us with certain instincts, feelings, emotions, and vision, but a lot of times we ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
know what we should be doing sometimes, or we have a feeling. Sometimes you may not know exactly what that feeling is,
Right.
but you feel
It's kind of
something.
abstract.
And that's, what is it?
Okay. So we move from your mom's story to now transitioning into your childhood. You stay in St. Louis until age 10. And I think you give a pretty good account of what life was like there. It's brief, but you talk about school. Um, when so you're 10 and then your mom decides to move to California because of the robbery. Was that the big factor there?
That was probably the last stone. But basically, she graduated from nursing school
Okay.
too, and the opportunities out west was a lot better. The pay was a lot better. So she decided to head west.
Okay. So it's you, your aunt, and your mom hop on the bus all the way on the Greyhound bus
Yep.
out to.
2,000 miles.
It's a long trip. How many days did that take?
Took I think about 3 days. I think on the bus, Greyhound.
Everything's longer on a bus.
Yeah.
Making stops.
It's a nice little trip. I think it was about 2.5 days.
Okay, I like the section. One of my favorite parts is you talking about your childhood once you move. Talking about being at school, the interactions with some of the other students. I think this section's actually pretty well played out in the information presented.
Thanks.
So you talk about going to Washington High School, which for me was the transition from kind of a childhood innocence more or less into being exposed to new things that maybe led you into a new path. Being at the high school, you say it's the worst school in the nation at the time, 300 gang members. Can you talk a little bit about what that was like and the people who you were surrounded with? Not necessarily specific people, but how was it moving into that environment?
High school was, you could say a little rough. I think it's a little rough for every male and female probably growing up in the inner city, South Los Angeles, especially during that period. I grew up in South Central during the late 70s, early 80s. It was an era that was pretty much marked by automatic weapons. Everyone had automatic weapons. Kids had automatic weapons. Kids were getting shot at bus stops. School buses were getting shot.
And this was all gang related?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have in this area you had probably over 30 different gangs within 5 to 10 mile radius. So, and one street corner may separate 4 different gang territories.
And they're fighting over these territories?
It's some time or altercations, just crossing paths and stuff like that. You have episodes and incidents that happen.
So what was that like for you going into high school? You're in this context of 30 gangs in a very isolated area.
I mean,
Did you want to be part of that, or did you want to be separate from
you
that?
had no choice to
Right?
be part of it.
Did you talk about
Can
you talk about there's an incident where your friend I think gives you a red bandana or something and you stick it in your back pocket,
Yeah.
and then it's like, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. When we moved from St. Louis, we moved into, which was basically a blood area. It's called a blood area. Yeah. And then I was going to elementary school there. And then when I got to junior high school, my mom purchased a home in this area. So my last year in junior high school, I was actually going to school in a blood area and living in a crook area. So I played on the football team. So I happened to play some of my other buddies. So they saw me, but they embraced me with love. I still interacted, and they knew where I moved to. And I guess to some.
Were you in the gang? Were you in the blood?
I mean, you're affiliated. I mean, you're affiliated.
So what was it like living in the neighborhood?
It's sort of rough because you move to this new neighborhood and you have affiliations or ties to this other neighborhood, and then you get befriended in this new neighborhood.
So they weren't resistant to you because of those affiliations you had?
Yeah, they wanted to whack me. You know what you think?
They did.
But befriended by some of the most popular, probably I guess some of the hardest.
About you getting into music because I think that's something that's important even early on at this point and carries through even into now in some ways.
Yeah,
Some
it
of the
sort of
some
came
of the ways
full
it's like
360.
so you talk about Bob, who as somebody who kind of gets you into music with he introduces you to some of the DJs, club promoters. Can you talk a little bit about that? What that was like at that time, getting into the music scene?
Yeah, I was young then. Hip hop and rap was up and coming, fledging. Wasn't at the time when I really broke into it. I used to actually work at a place that's actually sort of abandoned now. It's the Hawthorne Mall,
Mm.
and I worked at a place that was called Music Land. It was a record store. It was two record stores, Music Land and Warehouse upstairs. There was another warehouse, no VIP Records on Imperial and Crenshaw. So basically in this area, that's where everyone went and got their records. So during that era, I mean,
This is what time is this?
talking about
Early.
mid seventies,
Okay, mid 70s.
mid seventies, late seventies. Because my first real job, I consider that my first real job because I got W-2, a paycheck. I had a couple other jobs. I've always been
Which job were you saying was the first job?
Music Man at the Hawthorne Mall.
Okay.
So it it exposed me basically to the music element, and nice gentleman pulled me in. I was actually about 15 in, and started working there. I was sales clerk. Started out stocking records, and you still had 8 tracks,
Yeah.
cassettes back then.
Yeah.
So let's see, I graduated '82. So you're talking about I was 15. It had to been about 78.
Okay.
About 77, 78. Because I remember I had to get a permit just to work there and beg my mom could I work there. So Bob hired me. And then at the time, Sugar Hill Records wasn't even out. It wasn't even any rap music out. No rap yet.
Mm.
No rap radio stations. And then maybe about a year or two left. I mean, well, guys were starting. The way rap really started out was basically it was our cover. Guys, do what they had to do on the corners. We hung out a little bit, and we basically had a big radio in order to act as our diversion. Otherwise, the police would come around and harass us. So we'd be out there, and they come around, and they see big, gigantic radios. We'd be out there buzzing. But at the time, there was no instrumentals or no nothing for rappers or music.
Right.
So we had to do what's called a little push button pause trick. You take a cassette tape, you play it like about a quarter bar, you pause it, and you rewind it back and pause it, and you do it like about 10 times, and you have like a nice little segment. You take that whole part, you play it, and you pause it. So after about 20 or 30 pauses down the line, you got maybe about 2.5 minutes worth of instrumental. So then dudes had something to really bust to, right? Because there wasn't no drum machines, wasn't no SP1200. Because the first drum machine was SP12. It didn't even have a hard drive. I think it had like about a quarter bore worth of RAM in it. So that was our first drum machine. So from there, Sugar Hill came out, and they busted with Christmas rap, or one of them was. But that was the first rap record, and then it had an instrumental on it. So then from there, the rap started to catch on. Still, you had the elders who, you had your annual New Year's parties and house parties and stuff like that. Because you still had house parties going on. It was safe to go to a house party to some extent, and you could still have fun. But the older people would tell the DJ, hey,